Your boat and your anchor has to match.
Ooh, do tell.
Elaborate.
Elaborate, please, sir.
Your boat, like you can't have a big anchor in a little boat because you will pull your boat under. You'll be like this. And you can't have a big boat with a little anchor because if a storm come, you're gonna be around here flipping, tossing in the water because your anchor is not deep enough, it's not heavy enough to be on the bottom of the ocean, to be on the bottom. So your anchor and your boat has to match. Now, depending on what boat you're in, depending on what anchor you got.
True.
So the boat and anchor, they gotta match. Like you can't be wanting this. You can't want this yacht relationship, but when you in a tropical, but your anchor, but your boat get flipped upside down when you have a tropical storm because your anchor is little. You can't do that because yacht relationships need big behind chains and anchors that go down to the bottom of the ocean. Because best believe anything that is meant to be great is gonna have a lot of storm that come along with it.
Right.
Florida is beautiful.
Yeah.
Florida have a lot of hurricanes.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it is a price you have to pay if you want that tropical in your life. If you want that tropical, you gotta pay that price. So your boat and your anchor just gotta match. It ain't gotta be perfect, but them things gotta match.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, man, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success podcast. Blueprint Nation, stand up. Hump day, midweek. Pray all is well. Y'all know how we like to do to get the preliminaries out of the way. It's your boy, Mike Mariner, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. Once again, joined together on tonight with my co-host, my left, your right, my brother from another mother. May y'all give it up for Alexander Hall.
What's going on, Blueprint Nation?
What's that? That midweek, another day. Boy, this month going by quick.
It's sliding, man. You feel me? I'm sliding right along with it. I ain't lying. Coming all the way from the house every time.
Yes, Lord.
Every time. Like that. Every time.
Yes, Lord.
I pray y'all having a good week. Let's go.
Yeah. Cool, man. Y'all know who this other cat is, my right, your left, man. Big Bang, Big Dub.
Big Dub.
Y'all give it up, a boy wonder, man.
You know, blue.
Look like a rolling 60 over there, boy.
Hey, what you say, cut? No. What's going on, Blueprint? What's happening? Like my brother said, boy, we sliding and gliding through the week. You heard me?
Sliding and gliding, swerving and perving.
Hey, we got to be real, be righteous, be relevant. You heard me? Yeah. D1. Fourth letter of the alphabet. Number 1.
You thinking us bad for real. Shout out to D1.
Shout out to D1, man. No, bro.
Man, did y'all see the freestyle he did?
Yeah, he killed it.
That joke was snap.
Man, he be
in it bad.
Oh yeah. I love it, man. A big shout out to D1, man. Yeah, I love his work, man. And it just not just the message, but the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's dope, man. I mean, boy,
He killed it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of guys out there like that though. It's
Mhm.
a lot of it's a lot of
Mhm.
guys who's representing the culture well. KB,
Yep.
Kevin
Mhm.
Burgess is one of them. He's
Mhm.
he's a real one. Like he's
Yeah.
definitely one of them. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
holding
yeah.
it down. Like family man, he's doing his thing.
The whole
Mhm.
nine.
No big deal.
Yep.
He's doing his thing. Triple E, he's
Mhm.
doing his thing. 1K for you,
1K for you, he killing it.
he doing his thing as a believer who does music. So it's a lot of people out there. Zonti
Mhm.
been doing things for a long time. So
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Loso, you know what I'm saying? Killing the battle rap scene.
Bruh. But
And-
that's hard in itself.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a beast.
Loso he is literally in the Lions Den, literally.
Yeah.
Like he's in a whole different like. You have to be solid to be out there.
Oh, no, you can't go into that realm like you
can't.
got.
You can't be
man,
playing right
nah.
now.
You gotta know who you are, bro, because he's
Yeah.
in there. You know, so
Yeah.
shouts out to y'all boys, man.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You the Lions Den for real.
Mhm.
Bruh.
Man, I watched some of his stuff, man. I'm like,
Mhm.
that's different, cause and then to step in that arena as a believer, cause boy, them words make you want to fight, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They be for
For
your
real.
dope. Like
Mhm.
they study you, they find stuff, boy, they hit below the belt and keep going.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
And I dare you to try. You know
Boy,
what I'm
that Joker
saying?
boy, yeah, but he be gutting them, boy.
They do.
Like a fish.
right, gutting them like a fish,
Man.
man.
Kudos to them, because bro, that's
Mm.
boy, the amount of humility, the amount
Yeah.
of humbleness, the amount of self-preservation when it comes to self-control in that type of arena, it's a lot.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. So how's 2026 treating everybody so far, man? New year, first month came in, it's about to go out.
Yeah, for real. Man, it's been good, bro. I just been focused.
Yeah.
Just focus, structure, systems. New music, new videos, and just pretty much just trying to create new avenues, new lanes, and working in other gifts that I have too. So, just trying to exhaust everything in me
Mm-hmm.
and just be the best in that. And so, but it's been pretty good, man. Just
Mm-hmm.
focusing on that, school and moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just connecting with my brothers and really not just looking the part, but being the part. And I just can't stress that enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is my vision and goal to become the person I desire to be and that I'm going to be. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
what about y'all, man?
Man, I was just thinking, man. I'm like, what's your go-to for 2026?
Mhm.
You know, you got situations.
Mhm.
When I think about that, I go back and I think about the GOAT,
Mm-hmm.
MJ, Jordan, right?
Oh Lord.
Y'all finna stir the pot.
Definitely are.
He
These young
is.
bulls, they like Braun.
Yeah, man, LeBron can't hold a candlestick to Jordan. I'm gonna tell you why. His mentality,
Lord.
Bro.
his stats, and you gotta look at it in realistic form. And I'm not, this ain't a debate, but I'm just like you look at let's be real.
Right.
The man played way longer than Jordan, so the stats that he should have. Let's look at that, number one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but when you break down the time frames, but when you break down like the mentality, it's totally night and day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I literally watched games where you can actually see like he quit.
Mm-hmm.
Like dude straight like, man, I'm done. And
Checked out.
You can see it. He straight checked out. You ain't never see Jordan checked out. Never. I can't call it. I can't recall when he checked out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, for me, it's like, what's my go-to for 2026? Jordan was that guy you can go to. Even if he had a bad night, you could still count on him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Even when he was sick, you could still count on him. It's like, what's gonna be your go-to for 2026?
It
That's a good
depends.
question.
It depends.
It depends. Let's talk.
So So here's the thing, like, um, your boat and your anchor has to match.
Do tell.
Elaborate.
Elaborate,
like
please, sir.
your boat, like you can't have a big anchor in a little boat because you will pull your boat under. You'll be like this. And you can't have a big boat with a little anchor because if a storm come, you gonna be around here flipping, tossing in the water because your anchor is not deep enough. It's not heavy enough to be on the bottom of the ocean to be on the bottom. So your anchor and your boat has to match. Now, depending on what boat you're in, depending on what anchor you got.
True.
You know what I mean? So when I say it depends on the situation. It depends on where where I'm at in my mind at the time. It depends on who I'm dealing with and what I'm dealing with and how I need to respond. Notice I said respond, not react. Right.
Right.
So
Right. It's difference. Right.
it's a difference. So so that can be a whole different. That can be a whole 10-page APA paper.
Literally.
Reacting and not responding. Right. So, but it depends on what's going on. You know what I mean? So depend on what's going on or who I have to and how I need to and what I need to represent and how I need to be represented is depending on what I need to go to.
Yeah.
So the boat and anchor they gotta match. Like you can't be wanting this, you can't want this yacht relationship, but when you in a tropical, but your anchor, but your boat get flipped upside down when you have a tropical storm because your anchor is little. You can't do that because yacht relationships need big behind chains and anchors that go down to the bottom of the ocean. Because best believe anything that is meant to be great is gonna have a lot of storm that come along with it.
Right.
Florida is beautiful.
Yeah.
Florida have a lot of hurricanes.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So it is a price you have to pay if you want that tropical in your life. If you want that tropical, you gotta pay that price. So your boat and your anchor just gotta match. It ain't gotta be perfect, but them things gotta match.
Right.
That's good.
Right. That's good. That's good, man. So, man, that's true. So like while you talking, my mind is going. I like how y'all do that. So y'all think about this. So shallow anchors don't survive deep waters. Life will test your foundation before it rewards your vision.
Dang.
Yeah. So talking about anchored deep, right? So you don't need an anchor for shallow water,
You don't.
This is true.
right? So that means if number one, if I require an anchor, that means I'm in deep waters. So in order for me to be stable, I have to have a reliable anchor. So here's the thing, like what you're saying, you can't have a big boat and a small anchor. So if I have to have a anchor that's big enough, strong enough, stable enough to hold me in deep waters. Here's the thing about 2026. We know that storms gonna come, but we don't know when.
Exactly. And we don't know how big.
Right. And we don't even know how. It can hit you, it can blindside you. Somebody close to you that you never thought would cross you can be the same very person that crosses you. Is your anchor going to be deep enough that it's not going to root you out from your vision? Because here's the thing. You do not, bro. I was talking with somebody a couple weeks back, and they was telling me about all the stuff they was dealing with, everything that they was going through. And I was saying, I was looking at, I know everything that I had been through, right, up to that point. And I'm like, you know what? I said, people that know me, I said, I don't say this arrogantly, but I said, but this is words of encouragement, I hope. I said, people that know me know Mike is resilient. I said, resilience comes from one thing. That's bouncing back from adversity.
Yes.
That's it. You cannot be resilient without any type of adversity. Mm-hmm. So in the things that you want out of life, you can't lose that zeal for what you desire, for what you want to happen in your life, vision-wise, based upon the chaos and the storm that's coming in your life, which means you have to remain focused in the chaos. Is it hard? Yes. Do you feel like giving up? Yes. Do you feel like throwing in the towel? Yes. Do you feel frustrated? Yes. But is your anchor deep enough to keep you stable until the waters are? You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's rocky. You know, I've been on a boat a few times, and the waves haven't touched you, but you feel the effects from it. The waves is beating against the boat, but the boat is tossing you to and fro. The vehicle that you're in is being shipwrecked by something that you don't even have no control over. You know what I'm saying? It's being tossed. So, but when the anchor is stable and deep enough, even though the boat is moving, but the boat's not moving. So it's like, even though you feel moved, you still can't be moved. So regardless of what's going on around you, it doesn't compare to what's going on within you. What do I mean by that? The Bible says, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Right. It didn't say the greater one is in you in good times. It just says the greater one lives on the inside of you. So if the greater one lives on the inside of you, then that means greatness is in me at all times. So no matter what comes in and out of my life, I got to rely on the greatness or the stability or the anchor within me, right, to keep me stable and amidst the chaos. So no matter what 2026 brings chaotically, I'm still going to be anchored deep in what I believe that God is calling me to.
That's good.
Or from.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking while y'all was talking, like, what is the process? How do you even know what size anchor you need to get, even with whatever boat? Like, how do they even know to, okay, well, this size of anchor needs to be with this boat? Like, there's a lot that I would assume entails, right? So this is kind of pretty tight. It says, knowing what size anchor to get, whether for a boat, whether for a pontoon or a small vessel. Anchor sizing isn't guesswork, it's a sequence. And when I look at that, it's a sequence. What are you synchronizing? What are you? Because like how you saying God is the anchor. If we don't know God, how do we know the size anchor? Because when them storms come, we don't know what anchor we required to use or the amount of heaviness that comes with it. Like even when it says anchor size is primarily based on LOA, boat length, and boat displacement, which is weight. So it's like there are so many various storms that we face that we don't understand the weight of and don't realize how much it can crush us. And even with determining the bottom type of your anchor, right? You have sand, you have mud, you have rock, you have coral, you have mixed bottoms. They're so and even when it comes to the bottom of the ocean, like that's pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, well, how heavy does that anchor have to be in those type of deep and treacherous waters? It says sand and mud, it's a fluke, it's a Danforth style or a plow. Then when you got for rock and coral, it's a claw or a grapnel. And if you have mixed bottoms, it's a plow or a claw, which it says the best all around. So what type of anchor are you using to anchor to get the best out of you all the way around? No matter who you're coming across. So I was just like, I wanted to look up, like, what is the process of that and what it looks like? Because that, when you have, like, those type of storms, you don't know what to anchor. You don't even know how to anchor. Like, you could be in panic mode, just be like, whatever it does, to release the anchor, to drop it, that's the first thing you think. Like, let me drop this. But there's certain, like you say, there's just certain levels of oceans, of waters, and then there's the shallow to where you have to recognize and know. So while you're in the storm, you're studying that storm.
Mhm.
And as you're studying it, and then as you're going out and seeking the community, you're like,
Mhm.
okay, what do I need to use? It's just like with my classes. It's like, oh, no. Take AP by itself. Don't take any other class with that. Just focus on that. They're guiding me in this program to where, okay, you could take these classes here together, and then this, you may want to just take this and that. So it's the same with that when somebody can guide you what size anchor you need, because we don't know when it comes to those unhidden storms that just blindside you. So it's a process.
Yeah, but that's meticulous. That meticulous, and then too is understanding the purpose of the anchor. So in order to know what size you need, I think that would entail the purpose of the anchor. What are you using it for? You know what I'm saying? It goes into that, and it's like when you look at the word anchor, right? It's not to stop movement, right? So here's something you got to understand, Blueprint, right?
That's good.
Anchor is not for stopping movement; it's to prevent you from drifting.
Yeah, it's for stability.
It's for stability.
Because
Go ahead.
Because and I'm glad you said that, because when you're in motion, it is scary.
Yes.
It is, bro. Like, think about it. Being successful, being in motion, trying something new, it's scary doing something new, right?
It is.
So when you're drifting off and you're trying something new, new job, new this, new relationship, new city, new town, new county, it's scary, right? So you know what we do? We try to move with the anchor down.
Yeah.
Now we can't even go the speed we were meant to go because we got the anchor dragging on the bottom. The anchor was meant for stability. When it's time to move, you have to let it up so you can flow. As a matter of fact, guess what? If you want to go slow, you can put it to a slow speed. It's crazy. You can put you can't even go at a regular slow pace if the anchor is down. You got the anchor down. Now your engine is moving harder. Now you are tearing up the stuff on the inside of your boat that's meant to run seamlessly, because you got something that's dragging because you scared to go at a certain pace.
That's good.
That's really good.
So the anchor was actually meant for stability.
Right.
Bro, check this out. This is crazy. When they was, I'm finna paraphrase, don't come for me. And they love doing it, but you know the story. When they was they was finna cross over, you know what I'm saying? They finna go to the mall, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But they in the boat, whatever, and they doing what they was doing, and the storm was doing its thing, and it was rocking. They didn't go, hey, go over there and go get Jesus. Hey, Jesus, he was right there. He was already in the piece is already there.
Yep.
They didn't have to go and go get Jesus and bring him to the storm. Jesus was already in the storm.
He was there with them in the storm. Yep. I pick it up what you put down, brother.
He was already in the storm. So it's like, who are we going to speak to?
Facts.
Who are we going to speak to? Because obviously the storm ain't hearing nothing you got to say. As a matter of fact, as soon as you spoke to Jesus and Jesus spoke to the storm stopped. It stopped. But, okay.
That's good.
I'm for the spin off that. Go ahead.
Spin the block.
Go ahead, do your thing. Spin the block.
Spin that block.
Spin the block. Spin the block. So if the anchor is not to stop movement, but it's to keep you from drifting, in that time where movement is necessary, right? You got to know who you are. You got to know what you're not willing to compromise. And when he was saying, like, even though here's the thing about, right? Jesus was there. So if you know, there was no fasting that was going on because Jesus was there. Jesus was there when in the situation what bro was talking about, right? But now Jesus ain't here physically. So where is he? He's in us. So in a sense, even though he quote unquote per se is not telling the storm to stop, but yet he is telling the storm to stop, but he's doing it through you. So that comes into the knowledge of knowing who you are, which goes back to what I just said. You got to know who you are and know what you're not willing to compromise. So, because here's the thing about calamity. It's just like a fire. Fire is bad when it's used improperly, but fire is good when it's used properly. What are you saying? All right, my house catches on fire, that's bad. Electrical shortage, wire goes up, woof, house gone, boom, that's bad. I'm cold. We outside camping. So I get some sticks, get some rocks, build a little pile, light that sucker up, whoosh.
It's good.
It's good.
It's out.
Because it's providing heat right now and I'm cold.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That land need to be cleared.
Mm-hmm.
My car catch on fire. But whoosh, it blows up. That's bad. That's real bad. Fire comes in, sets up, burns up the land. That's bad. But guess what comes behind that? New vegetation.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's really good.
You see what I'm saying? So it's even though calamity happens, storms happen, fire come, but God put something in you to where you have just as much as authority as Jesus did, but the scripture says that you have it even the more. So we have collectively what Jesus had individually.
Facts.
So therefore, more is inevitable because when God showed himself through one man, now he's showing himself through many men. Many men.
Pray God.
Are we brothers or what? So I just had to play a little devil advocate because, even though Jesus wasn't there, but yet he's still there. Just like when the three Hebrew boys went into the fire and it was like, wait a minute, we threw three guys in there and it's four. And the fourth is likened unto the Son of Man. How do you know what that looked like when you ain't ever seen it? Your presence have substance.
Say that one more game.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Your presence has substance, even with the very people that don't know you. But when you step onto the scene, you become the answer. Jesus was the answer before Allen Iverson was. Talk to me, y'all. Talk that talk. Talk that talk, motivator.
The answer before the answer. He's just keeping it real.
Yep. Talk about being anchored deep, right? So it's like, what are you anchored in? What is your anchor? Because is your anchor your status? Is your anchor your goal?
Because the type matters.
You don't, the
type matters.
Is your anchor your vision? When the vision gets blurry, does that bro, oh man, I got to pull this sucker up. We got to go. No, hold on. Just float. Just stay. Just you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because and that's why I tell the kids, I said, man, y'all can't get tired of stuff. Because when the stuff leave, that mean you lose your mind because your mind is tied to stuff. My mind is, and I told him today, I said, man, I'm tied to purpose. I'm tired. I'm not tied to nothing any side out of that. I'm tied to what needs to be fulfilled in my life. That's what fuels me. Do I have desires? Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, everything has to be centered around purpose. My desires are centered around purpose. The wealth that I plan on obtaining is centered around purpose. It is not for the big house, the big car, and those are things that I have. But it's centered. I like what ET said one time. ET said, "I like options. I like the fact that I can go to the Bentley lot and buy one cash. I like that. That's the option." He said, "But I prefer to spend that money on a bunch of kids that'll never have the experience that I'm about to give them with this money that I can spend instead of spending it on that Bentley that's sitting on the lot." Purpose. That's purpose, dog.
That's it.
I think he got one too.
Yeah, he got one.
Do.
Okay, yeah.
He bought one for the wife. He bought one for the wife.
Yeah, I think clean too. I saw it. I think clean.
When you getting 150 plus a keynote because you hit the New York bestseller time, you can do that. He got more options.
Options, yeah. Shouts out to the options.
That's good, bro. Because I'm looking here and it says most dragging happens because of insufficient scope,
Hmm.
not anchor size.
Do tell.
No, say it again.
It says that most dragging happens because of insufficient scope, not anchor size. So you have the anchor, then you have the road. So the road is the actual rope that is tied that hangs on to the anchor. So it says it only works if the road is right. The chain helps the anchor dig in, but the rope absorbs the shock. So think about when you have when I look at insufficient scope, I look at how did we not see that this was coming when there were warning signs, or like what did we mismanage, or what did we misengage that we thought one thing but it was a whole total different thing. It's like the calculations were off. And so if you're not aware, just like how you were saying, well, it's for stability. It's not just for just holding the weight of the boat, but it's just to make sure that you're in place and not going anywhere. Like you said, it was drifting. So even in drifting, sometimes the drifting comes from insufficient scoping. It means just mismanagement or miscalculation, or just miss opportune or opportunities based off of I wasn't where I was supposed to be, or I did this instead. I was supposed to do this, or just like understanding with me and my situation, like, dog, bro, you've been kind of insufficient scope. I saw the playing field, but I didn't see the playing field, if that makes sense. Like you right here, it's like you ready for coach to put you in, but it's just like, okay, when you think about the play is to bring the coach and the player closer to understand his thought and how he wants to run his team. And how you can manage the ship and how you can drive it into where you're trying to go and get that W. But if you're not spending that time with the coach and understanding the plays and getting that understanding, you're not gonna get that W because you're just out there. You don't know what you're doing. So that's why you have plans. That's why you have preparation. That's why you have strategies. That's why you have a lot of things. That anchor is that strategy that's in place that's going to get you the way you're trying to go, versus just drifting everywhere and you can just sit still and just focus on that, whatever that is. And I thought that was kind of, though I was like, well, what's a road? Like, what's the proper road? Because there's a lot of missing parts that are small that we overlook, that we think it's not beneficial because it's small. Just like I said, don't despise small beginnings. It says that it's the small foxes that spoil the vine. So the things that you're overlooking can be the things that beneficially help you build what you're looking to build and get to where you're trying to go. But we want to get the massive so quick, so fast, but we don't want to build the small that gives us that structure, that foundation that is solid, and that we know that every calculation is what it's supposed to be. There's no crack in the foundation. There's no crack in the structure, and we can continue to build and keep going and keep moving because it's going to take those small steps. It's like a whole staircase. You're not going to get up top of the staircase. It's just one swipe. It's step by step. That's why there's steps. 1 foot at a time. It's no different than with life and your purpose. It's one step at a time, and just understanding, being patient, and move accordingly with the right calculation.
Yeah, man. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna throw this out there. I want to hit this before we get up out of here. So we want to talk about real quick. Let's say 3 ways to anchor deep. All right. Number 1, identity over image. Who are you when no one's watching?
Character.
Success built on image collapses under pressure. If your identity is unstable, your success will be too. Tap that.
So,
dang.
So when I hear that, the first thing, now what I'm finna say, I can't even credit to myself. I was listening to, I believe his name is, I want to say George Witt. Anyway, he is the lead pastor for Church on the Move in Tulsa, Oklahoma. This man's phenomenal. And today he was, well, I don't know if he put it out today, but I think he did, but maybe he shot it last Sunday, something like that. So he was basically speaking on the series that he's teaching is called Breakthrough. And he is today, I watched, he was speaking about idolatry and how we think idolatry is something that's no, it's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, it's so live right now. It's crazy. It got so much sugar on it. You know what I mean? So
For real.
and he had like 4 things, and glory was one of them, and that is like when you, let's say you call, text somebody, they don't text you back or call you back. Now you like, whoa, what did I do? Do I need to? So you do stuff so they can, so you can feel, you know, that's a glory idol. Like, and then he just, I think he said flesh is another one. And basically, all the different idols. If you don't know when to offer that, then you don't know. You can't call it out. You don't know when to offer it. Then you won't find yourself. You get caught up in that versus knowing the real version of who you are.
Right.
So that's the first thing that when you said that came to my mind. Like figuring out who you are, and 9 times out of 10, once you expose what you deal with, then that's now we're getting the broom and the rake to sweep off the foundation of who you are and what you're meant to be, because what the enemy is attacking, because they are combined together. If you have an issue with something, best believe the issue that the enemy trying to hit you with is probably something that you are called to bring a lot of freedom to a lot of people with. You know what I mean? So when you said that, that's the first thing that popped in my head, bro.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Heck yeah.
And here's one that's pretty common, right? And so, Dub, I'm gonna have you hit this one.
Okay.
And then, yeah, bro, if you got something, you can chime in.
Sure.
2, purpose over platform, or purpose before platform. Platforms grow faster than purpose. Purpose sustains when platforms fluctuate. That's a good one for you.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Bruh, that's that pressure.
Yeah.
The B2S podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R828 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to starve your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
Sometimes we confuse movement with progress, right? And
He at the gate.
bro,
Yeah. Sometimes.
it's that rocket chair. You're moving, but you're going nowhere, right?
Going nowhere.
Going nowhere.
You got Buddy Freddy to the front porch.
And even when you was explaining that, you know, first thing off the top of my dome was like performance. Like we feel like we got to jump through hoops and do this, that, and the third. And bro, when I tell you I learned so many lessons.
He just poured a me just there, boy.
Bro, you constantly reach out to people that just be like, bro, like, well, what you have your number for? Like, you don't never pick up, you don't never tap back. Like, okay, I see what this is. It's that, bro. If it don't benefit me, don't call me. Don't reach out. Don't nothing. And bro, it's not a, like you said, it's not a bad thing. You know, it's how you properly diagnose it and how you properly move within the right channels, and your character got to be intact. Like, if not, it's going to be a constant battle between you, your flesh, your heart, your mind, your will, your soul, your spirit, and your purpose. Like, all of that is just going to be chaotic. It's going to be just a bunch of noise. So And it's like when they see, oh man, I see all these people, but you're still broke.
Mm-hmm.
You see all the rich is getting out, but you're still broke.
Mm-hmm.
But the rent, that looks good, but you still over here in the crib, you struggling. Like we love the appearance of looking like the biggest thing that's walking on this God green earth,
Mm-hmm.
and the smallest things trips us over
Mm-hmm.
because it's a heart issue, and it's also just something that just like there's something that is in us naturally. Just we want the best for ourselves. We just don't know how to obtain it and get it, and we feel like if we see them do it that way, we feel like, oh, we're entitled to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's total opposite, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because you look at certain artists that has been throughout the genre for years,
Mm-hmm.
and you see all the turmoil they had to go through,
Mm-hmm.
like the public scrutiny. And if you're not strong here
Mm-hmm.
and know who you are in here, you're gonna be a crash test dummy,
Mm-hmm.
literally. And so when I thought about that, I just like, oh, how we want the things that we will not be willing to prepare for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. So
Slow cooker.
I'm gonna close it out with number 3. Discipline over emotion. Discipline is the rope that connects your anchor to your actions. So, yeah. So,
TKO.
3-piece. What I always say, discipline got to be there when motivation runs out. But you need motivation to get started because you got to have a why.
Mm-hmm.
What's your motivation? Why you want? What's your motivation for building?
Mm-hmm.
What are you building?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you building it? Who are you building it for? That's your motivation, right? So we
Right.
talked about this in the last one. That the motivation is necessary because it gives you a motive to do why you're doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
However, discipline is that connector that's going to connect you from where you are to where you're going. So a lot of times when we look at where we are compared to where we're going to be, we're probably not disciplined in a certain area enough to keep going. And so when you look at what's going on, like here's the thing, everything around you is shifting. The world is shifting. You have to have some type of stability about yourself in order to not drift. So that's what your anchor is for.
Right.
So in the meantime, you have to stay disciplined enough, long enough to not lose sight of the vision for which you're trying to obtain in order for it to manifest. I can't plant a seed today in my backyard and expect the whole garden to be there tomorrow.
Facts.
It don't happen. It takes discipline. It takes discipline to understand, to know when to plant, how to plant, and how deep to plant.
That's good.
I'm gonna repeat that. It takes discipline to know how to plant, when to plant, and even how to know when to plant. When to plant, what to plant, and how deep to plant. How deep to plant determines the growth in that seed. Because if it tells you only to put that seed a quarter inch into the soil, just what you got to do.
Yep.
Put that seed a quarter inch into the soil because there is a purpose behind the madness. We talked about just a minute ago. Dub talked about purpose over platform. Right? So there's a purpose to the madness. So you have to be disciplined enough to follow the instructions enough to get to where you're going. What does that look like for you in 2026? If you need to go get a mentor, you've been talking about getting a mentor for the last 5 years and you ain't moved upon it, you ain't disciplined.
Tell me.
Go do it, 2026. You know what I'm saying? Make preparation. Even if it's somebody that, I told y'all my story. For those that know, you know what I'm saying? For years, I wanted to be mentored by Del Toro. But we were just not financially in a position to go that route. But guess what? My anchor was my vision. I stayed disciplined enough, long enough, that when we put ourselves in a position to do that, guess what? I didn't float. I didn't drift. The anchor was there.
Yep.
The anchor was there. So I stayed disciplined. I stayed 10 toes down long enough to make sure that it was still there. So here's the thing. Don't lose sight of the goal or the vision. You may have to change the route that you get there.
Facts.
But you have to be disciplined long enough to give yourself the opportunity to make sure that what you're looking for is going to happen. Even if it's just planting the seed in 2026. that it may not even manifest in 2028.
Yep.
Can you be disciplined long enough to water the seed, to pull the weeds, you know what I'm saying, to cultivate, fertilize it? Can you do that long enough in order for it to manifest? That's what discipline does.
Yep.
Discipline does this right here. Man, I'm going to stick right here and I'm going to water this guy. Man, ain't nothing coming up, dog. You might as well go ahead and go on, pull it up. No, discipline said, no, dog, I'm going to wait. I got discipline. Man, you don't want to do that. Everybody doing that right now. You don't want to do that, but God told you to do it.
Facts.
You know what? I'm gonna slide that real quick. That's something you wanted to do. And God ain't got no problem with you doing it. I said this right here. And we're going to get ready to get up out of here. When I started the podcast, it was years ago. We've been there, but this will be our third year, fourth year. I'm losing track. I got to go back and look at the dates.
This our fourth year. Because we started in 22 in December.
Right. Okay. So you look at when we started versus when we talked about starting. Hey, bruh.
No, we come in for 4 years.
Dang. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's good to reflect.
It is.
Wow.
Because you never know how far you come till you look at how far you came.
That's crazy.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So it's like we talked about it years before, but the timing wasn't right because both of them was knee deep in other stuff. And I was too, so the timing wasn't right. So I anchored myself in the vision long enough, stayed 10 toes down, disciplined long enough that when the opportunity presented itself, guess who stepped into it? And the vision presented itself. And you go, so a lot of you gotta give yourself an opportunity for stuff to happen. You gotta stay disciplined long enough. And so in a world where everybody and their grandma is doing the podcast, guess who's still doing the podcast?
We doing it.
We still doing it. But we didn't decide, well, we ain't gonna do it because everybody else. No. And I said all that to say this, and we're finna get ready to get up out of here. And I'm not gonna say who the individuals were because there's some prominent people in the podcast space. And they gave some advice that I disagreed with because it's all about how many likes and followers you got. If you don't have this many, who's your audience? Blah, I get all that. But if you don't have this and don't have that, I wouldn't start. I'm like, why would you tell somebody that?
Right.
I wanted to start a blueprint. The Blueprint to Success podcast, right? So, and we decided to move together in partnership along with it based upon the things that we've done over the years. So we started what we have right now. So
assets.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so because a person don't have X amount of followers, so they shouldn't do it. So I'm saying this blueprint as we get up out of here. Even if it's something that you desire to do, it is not detrimental. Doesn't matter who does not do it.
Yep. You do it.
I wouldn't tell you not to start a podcast because you can't start off with 1 million followers.
That's not realistic.
You know what I'm saying? If something I don't care if it's one person that's watching your podcast every week. If that's something that you wanted to do, do it. Just anchor yourself down and be disciplined enough, long enough to make it happen. And if something that you want to happen, don't let other people talk because you don't have this and because you don't have that. Like, where you got to start where you at. Sis, you got to start where you at. And if you get to that, that's fine. But if not, guess what? At least you started it. If you decide to shift gears, guess what? At least you started it. I'm not going to start because I don't have X, Y, Z. Exactly. I'm going to start with where I have. Start with what I have with where I am. So, Blueprint, man, we just want to tell y'all, stay anchored deep in 2026. You know what I'm saying? You don't need an anchor for shallow waters. A lot of y'all got big dreams. You need some anchor for that. You know what I'm saying? You need to let that joker down so that way you'll continue to move, but you won't drift off at the end of the day, man. So we're going to get up out of here, man. We thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, man, if y'all got some topics y'all want us to get in 2026, like I said, it's going to be live, man. We're going to have more guests coming on the show in 2026. Y'all know, put them in the comments, man. Inbox us. Let us know what y'all want to hear, man. So we want to try to do our best to serve you guys, man, because we're here to serve you, man. We appreciate you. We love y'all, man. Blueprint Nation, y'all know how we like to get up out of here. Shoot for the top because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you'll have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.